Coach, let me ask you something. I was thinking about this the other day. Before you and guys acquired Garnett and Ray Allen, your teams that you're coaching, Orlando and Boston, had the reputation as overachievers, right? You might
Yeah.
have one star, but a lot of those guys were unheralded players. But you guys, the sum was the whole was greater than the sum of the parts, and coaching that kind of team requires a certain approach. Now you inherit Hall of Famers. What did you have to adjust, and were there things that you had to learn, or did you automatically know, okay, I'm going to start doing things a little different because I have a different caliber of talent in my locker room now?
Well, I don't think you already know anything in this life and in this league, but you do make assumptions, and you know clearly before it always were the sum of the parts, right? Like that's how I got. I had great teams in Orlando that with injuries we still won. Like my teams win,
Right.
and so with this team, like listen, I got Kevin, Ray, and Paul. And the first three guys I had to go to were those three guys. And they'll tell you, we had this big meeting where we went on the duck boat, just us three. And I asked them, like, what are they going to give up? Like, what are you guys going to give up to win? And they all were looking at me like they didn't understand exactly what I meant. And I give Kevin right away, his answer back, his question was, what do you need me to give up?
Mm.
And I said, shots. I need all you guys to give up shots. I need you guys to defend. I need you to play together. I need you to lead. Because I really felt if those three guys were coachable, then everybody else would be even. I already had a relationship with Rondo. I had a relationship with Perk. So I felt strong there. But I didn't know Kevin and Ray. Literally didn't know them. And so I just needed them to understand what it was going to take early. And they bought in early. Perk, you saw it early from camp. And then, you know what else? I thought our bench, the guys that we recruited, Tony Allen does not get a lot of play. And he really should, because Tony was another. He was like a hired assassin for that team. And Eddie House and Posey. So we had the perfect role players that went along with the great stars, those three guys, and then PJ Brown coming in. So that was it. Like to sell them on what it would take to win, and that they all would have to give up something for us to win.
And so by the time you made it to Game 6 in those finals, it was a complete blowout. Was it just all those parts just working perfectly together that game?
Yeah, I don't remember a lot of my speeches before the game. It's funny when I talk to Perk and Rondo and KG and Paul, they always recite some of these speeches I gave. And I'm not kidding. I literally have no recollection of most of them. It's actually too bad. But I remember this. I remember before the game, and Perk, if you remember, I walked in because you remember our flight was delayed. I think we got in like at 2 a.m.
Yep.
I canceled shoot around. We didn't have shoot around for that game, but I walked in. And I remember saying, guys, we're going to win tonight, and we're going to win big. And this game will not be close. And I remember talking about that it was going to be a process to get there, but we were going to win big. I don't ever say that. I don't know what made me say that, but I said that before that game.
Oh, you just go ahead, Perk.
We was on a mission, but you know what else? Our preparation, like our practices, and Doc could tell you this, our practices, we literally went to blows with our second unit. Like it was, when Doc said it was time to scrimmage, he had to call it off because I'm talking about we was going at it, but our second unit was not backing down. Like I'm talking about like we was in dog fights every practice, like talking noise. We had a couple altercations here and there, but our preparation, the way we were in film session, our shoot-arounds with Doc and Tills was like intense and focused. And I thought KG set the tone of like sacrificing. Like from the jump, he took the back seat. Like, because in my opinion, KG obviously was the best player on that team. That's just my opinion. But he put himself third to Paul and Ray. Doc, you remember it came to a point where we used to have to tell KG, hey, if you pass the ball out of the post again, it's going to be a problem. Go to work. Like, he was that unselfish to the point where it was like he set the tone. So it was like, if you got KG doing this, then everybody else pretty much got to fall in line. And then everybody else, Doc would get on KG in film session. KG wouldn't say a word. So the only person that Doc had to go back and forth with was, of course, Rondo, right? His point guard. Because, you know, Rondo want to go back and forth with everybody. But that's dope. That's who he is. But I think our preparation, that's what made us great. And we knew one thing. If we got you back to the Boston Garden, you was in trouble.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I felt that getting back there. And that is so true with KG, though. Like, I don't know how many – me and KG's arguments were over him not shooting most of the time. If you remember, Perk, I would call a timeout and yell at KG, I said move the ball. And he said, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I said, no, we're saying move it to you so you can shoot it, not so you can pass it. But Kevin was so unselfish as a player. There were many times that I had to give him a number before the game as far as you have to take this many shots for us to win. He's the only guy I've ever had to do that to.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.